Pinnacle Fine Arts, in association with the Kansas Gallery and the Latino Art Project, present the Adoration of Saint Sebastian, an art exhibit showcasing the art of various artists using various mediums with one common theme. In the century since his death, no saint or martyr has been portrayed in a wider variety of ways, many controversial, than Sebastian. Many groups have adopted Sebastian as their patron saint, including athletes, soldiers, the plague-stricken, and the LGBT community. Sigrid Lorfing is an artist and educator residing in Russellville, Arkansas. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in art education from Arkansas Tech University. Lorfing's work has been featured in juried competitions throughout Arkansas. Professionally, Lorfing teaches art at the middle school and junior high levels for the Pottsville School District in Arkansas and spends her time creating artwork in her home studio. Landon Bates is a painter and printmaker based in Northeast Arkansas in the Jonesboro area. He primarily works with oils and charcoal, but frequently uses collage, watercolor, and ceramics as well. Saint Sebastian, shown here, is one of 5 paintings in his series, Saints and Martyrs. Melissa Wilkinson received her Bachelor's in Fine Arts in Painting from Western Illinois University in 2002. She then went on to receive her Master's in Fine Arts in Painting from Southern Illinois University in 2006. Her work has been featured in wide-ranging publications throughout the country. She has shown in various galleries nationally and internationally, including South Korea and India, and has won numerous awards throughout her career. Wilkinson serves as Associate Professor of Art and Painting at Arkansas State University. She currently lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Jennifer Smay is an American artist from Riverside, California. Primarily self-taught, using any materials available, young Smay reproduced works and images found in library books, medical texts, and magazines. During early adulthood, she began creating original pieces from imagination while gradually developing an interest in figure drawing from life. Today, Smay prefers working from life and regularly attends open life drawing sessions in the greater Northwest Arkansas area and wherever she travels. Smay's works are typically figurative pieces in graphite, charcoal, or egg tempera. Outside of being a published comic artist, journalist, and photographer, Joshua Aaron is first and foremost a queer black artist. He studied art education at Henderson State University until 2018. Much like one of his favorite artists, Kerry James Marshall, Joshua focuses on inclusion, more specifically the inclusion of queer people of color. As a queer artist in the South, he understands the importance of being seen and defines it as the first step towards inclusion. Ibrahim Nascimento is an international Afro-Brazilian artist from the historic city of Cachoeira, Bahia, Brazil. He has exhibited his work throughout Brazil and the United States. Ibrahim studied fine arts at the Federal University of Bahia. Ibrahim's artwork is rich with soul, culture, and tradition. His art is fundamentally embodied, and thus with each brushstroke he shares a piece of his journey from his upbringing in Bahia to his migration to the United States. While Ibrahim's work is deeply connected to Brazil, he rediscovered himself in the Latinx and Black art communities of Houston. A native of Guerrero, Mexico, Isaac Calguera has become a prominent figure in the Latino art community of Central Arkansas. Isaac is an oil painter focusing on realism and figurative art.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Sí, buenas tardes. Soy Isaac Helguera.
Dime sobre su pintura.
Bueno, mi nombre es Isaac Helguera. Vengo acá un momento ya que se suspendió el evento y pues ahorita vamos a trabajar en esto.
Dime sobre el tema de esta exhibición.
Bueno, la exhibición más que nada es el tema de San Sebastián, el santo que fue un mártir. Ahora pues me enfoqué más en él, los colores, lo que pasó en su trayectoria de vida.
¿Y esta pintura es acrílico o óleo?
Es al óleo. Y como están mirando, es una pintura muy, muy difícil de hacer.
Anna Zusman teaches drawing, illustration, and concept art at Southern Arkansas University. While Anna's background is in traditional media, particularly pen and ink, acrylic, and watercolor, she fell in love with digital media about 2.5 years ago. With this particular piece, she used Metabang paint on her iPad Pro. Don Byram's piece is a one-shot photograph. It's a 15-second time-lapse exposure using a battery-powered LED light wand for the halo. Byron Taylor is an Arkansas native currently living and working in Little Rock. Byron's fascination with the figure began at an early age and has continued throughout his 40-plus year career. As an artist, he has painted, sculpted, and photographed the female figure, which continues to fuel his creative drive. A native of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Gian da Silva currently lives and works in Little Rock, Arkansas. Da Silva typically works with acrylics, but with this particular piece, he utilizes various media, including a thick resin finish, giving a unique depth to the piece.
Tell us your name.
My name is Gian da Silva.
Gian, where are you from, Gian?
I'm from Brazil,
Which part of Brazil?
São Paulo, a small city in São Paulo.
How long have you been in the U.S.?
I have been here for 15 years. Came here in 2004.
Tell us about your piece and your style.
Well, my style is I used to try to paint more realistic, and that would take me a long time, more time. And I used to make some art, and sometimes I had some sketch that I was trying some different, and some people saw that and they caught the attention better. They know the art I was doing more realistic. And then I started. I did another one. I did a test with the eyes kind of out of balance, the mouth a lot of lines, and then the people was liking better that kind. And they said, well, guess what? That's what I'm gonna do. And that's how it started.
Are you influenced by any major artists?
Oh yeah, Pablo Picasso, Andy Warhol, and this kind.
A past Grand Award winner of the Delta exhibition, Sabrina Zarco currently lives and works in Playas de Tijuana, Mexico. Zarco sees herself as a visual storyteller. This particular piece by Zarco is an art quilt. An art quilt is an original exploration of a concept rather than the handing down of a pattern. Zarco often adds paint, embroidery, beadwork, buttons, seeds, found objects, basically anything she can attach or add to the work to further her story. Beatriz Parola is a lifelong New Yorker currently living in Queens. She is inspired by icons in folk art and religion and believes that repetitive iconography is both beautiful and accessible. This piece is hand embroidery measuring 10.5 inches in diameter. Born and raised in Peru, Adriano Patruco's work is disciplined through the influence of early contemporary European Impressionism and the early 20th century Peruvian indigenous movement. This piece, titled San Sebastian, is a perfect example of Patruco's classical style. It is oil on canvas and is framed in a classical wooden frame. Grace Lytle is a collage artist that utilizes repurposed images sourced from vintage photographs, art textbooks, and fashion magazines to create hybridized and colorful compositions. Often referential to art history, her work is particularly inspired by the compositional language of early Christian and Byzantine art. Luis Atilano was born in the state of Michoacan, Mexico, and moved with his family to the United States at the age of 2. He currently lives in Central Arkansas with his wife and 4 children. He is a family man with a passion for mixed media art, pop art, and the Mexican culture. Taryn Henderson is an Arkansas native currently residing in DeWitt, Arkansas. When creating this piece, Taryn had no idea of the pandemic that we as a nation would be facing. She notes that the timeliness of this show is interesting considering the history of Saint Sebastian. While he is known as the patron saint of athletes and soldiers, he was also very present during multiple epidemics, especially during the Black Plague. Many consider him to be the saint of pestilence. She thought it would be fitting to title this piece, Deliver Them from Pestilence. An Arkansas native, Elisa Steinhofer currently lives and works in Sherwood, Arkansas. She is heavily influenced by the human anatomy, romance, and Greek mythology. She finds inspiration in the idea that art lives beyond its creator and the idea that one can communicate emotions with imagery. An artist and dancer, Sergio Valdivia uses his paintings to express his vibrant emotions and his rich Latino culture. Sergio, a native of Mexico, currently lives and works in Little Rock, Arkansas.